Hello everyone, welcome to my channel that is Bubs Canvas, and this is my very first video. And in today's video we are going to design a chatbot that can take text input and will provide you with text as well as audio output. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So firstly you have to install all these packages. I had wrote it on the top of the code, and I had also wrote it in the form like you can only copy this line and can paste on your terminal one by one, and all the packages will be installed if you are using pip to install all these packages. But if you are not using pip, then I am providing the links in the description, so you can go through those links and can download all these packages. After installation, the first step is to import all the required libraries. So you have to import all these libraries, and do not forget to download this NLTK package because it is going to be used for tokenization, which is an important part in our project. Here we are using tourism domain, that is our bot is going to answer all the queries regarding tourism places. So here I had taken only 5 places, that is Taj Mahal, Humayun Tomb, Khajuraho Temple, Ajanta Caves and Ellora Caves. You can add much more, or you can choose any domain. So after importing all these libraries, the first thing that I had defined a function named speak, which will be used for enabling voice for a bot. This is the object engine that we had initialized using pp.init, where pp is the PyTTSX3 package with which we are enabling voice functionality, and we had give the value 0 to the voices, that is we are taking male voice for our bot. So after this code, that is after this function, speak function, let's go to this portion from where it will be easier for you to understand how all the functions are correlated. So when we are going to run our code, so the first line is going to be printed as such, like, hi, I am Jarvis, how can I help you? And then I had created an exit list in which I had added exit by, quit, break, all such strings, so that when user is going to input any of those string, and if the string matches the element of the list, the inputted string will match any of the element of the exit list, then our loop is going to be break and our running code will stop. So this is the main loop, that is while true, in which we are taking input from the user, then we are checking if the user input lies in the exit list, then we are going to break the loop. Before that we had converted the input of the user into the lower form by using lower function, and then if it matches the element of the exit list, then JavaScript will print nice meeting you, and then speak nice meeting you, and then quit. Or if it does not exist in exit list, then else condition is going to be checked, that is there are possibly 2 conditions, that maybe the user is greeting our Jarvis, or it is asking any query. So let's check when user is going to input any greeting, then how the code works. So firstly we'll check in the get greeting response function, if the user's input lies there, then Jarvis is going to greet the user. So this is our greeting response function, in which firstly we'll convert the input into lower form. Then after that I had created 2 lists, Jarvis greeting and user greeting, where Jarvis greeting will be used by our bot to response, and user greeting is used to compare users input, so that if any of the predefined input is going to match users input, then any predefined greeting is going to match user's input, then the Jarvis is going to respond using Jarvis greeting. So this is about this code, and if user hadn't inputted any greeting response, then the second condition is going to be checked. For that, we have to first call a function that is match input, from where we will get to know that what uh, user is searching for. Like if the user had typed Taj Mahal or tell me something about Taj Mahal, then in all such cases we have to know that which place user is asking for. So for that there is a function that is match input. So in this function comparisons are going on. So before that you have to create two things, that is one list and second is a dictionary, where list consists of so many lists, where each and every list contains all the possible inputs of a particular place. Like if I'm talking about Taj Mahal, then all the possible inputs that the user can ask are included in this list. And then second list is for Humayun tomb, then all the possible inputs for Humayun tomb are included in this list. And secondary, the dictionary that we had created I had created in that manner that the index, if the first list of the input list is of Taj Mahal, then the index value of that list, that is as Taj Mahal is at 0 position, then I am going to make a key value 0 for a dictionary and assign the value of the URL from where I want my bot to extract information. For Taj Mahal, I am going to provide that URL as a value to that key. So the relationship is that index value is going to be similar to the key value of the dictionary. Like if Humayun tomb, then index 1, so in key value 1 will consist of the URL for Humayun tomb. So in this manner the relationship is between the list and the dictionary. Now how the comparisons are going on? Now firstly we'll convert the user's input into lower form. Then there is a for loop in which we are taking two values using enumerate function, where I is the index and c is the count, where each and every inner list is contained. After that there is a second loop j, where j is each and every element in the inner list, like Taj Mahal, where the Taj Mahal is, history of Taj Mahal, architecture of Taj Mahal, all such single inputs are going to be taken and will be compared with the user's input. If any of the input is matched, then we are going to ask dictionary for providing the value. We are not going to ask, but yes, we are going to call dictionary with that similar index value, and the URL, that is the value of the key, will be given, and we are going to store it in a variable b. And then we are going to use article to extract the information from that site. Article is being imported using the package newspaper, with which you can extract any information, whether it is a text form, image form, or any other form. So after that we are going to download it, pass it, and then NLP, and then we are going to take only the text format. For now we are taking only the text format. Then we are storing the corpus in the text. Then we are tokenizing and creating a list, that is sentence list, and then returning that sentence list. Then you will get to know why we are forming this list, because to extract the information we are using cosine functionality and all those stuff. So for that a list is needed. So when we got this list, we are storing it in a variable, that is sentence list 1, and then we are going to provide this list and users input to a function, that is Jarvis response. Now Jarvis response is about how the bot is going to extract information from that downloaded content. Now again we are going to convert firstly the input into lower form, then we are going to append the users input into a list that is being returned from the match function. Then we are creating a response string that is empty. In this we are going to add the response that the Jarvis will be providing, and will return this variable out of this function. So here we are vectorizing, then sentence list, then after that similarity score is uh, calculated by using cosine similarity. For this purpose only we had calculated that we had sorry calculated not we had vectorized tokenized that list, and now after sorting and finding similarity and getting the response, we are adding the response to the Jarvis response variable that we had created before, and then returning that variable from this function, and we'll let the bot speak out whatsoever is being returned from this function. Okay, and if there isn't any similarity, then the bot will say, I apologize, I don't understand. So this was the whole functionality. I hope in between I had confused you a lot. Don't worry, it's a simple coding. Let's revise it. So here this much portion is for voice enabling, and this much portion is for a comparison of input, then this much portion is for extracting the information, and after that there is a match function that we are going to use for match input of user, and predefined inputs which we had already defined in this list are going to be compared uh, in this function. After that, so this is a greeting function where if the user had inputted any greeting, then it is going to be compared and the Jarvis will respond randomly using this Jarvis greeting list. And index sorting, that is, oh yes, this function is left, right? So here we are using index sorting. Actually similarity score list will find out which is the most similar uh, element in the list, and according to that it will form another list, so that will be list indexing, so that will be returned from this function, and whatever values is going to be returned from this function, then the response is going to be generated. So this function was for that, and Jarvis response is for extracting the information, and then we'll return the final bot response that we want from Jarvis. I named it Jarvis because I am a big fan of Iron Man, and I hope you all are as well. So therefore I named it as Jarvis, and now let's run the code and check how is it working. It will take a bit longer time to run firstly, and then after that it will take lesser time in comparison to the first run, but yet it will take a bit more time to execute the code. And in further sessions we will be adding speech recognition as well, as right now we are providing text input, then we can provide audio input as well. And some of the modifications that I am going to perform is on that input comparison list, because I don't want to make it that static, therefore I am going to change it. Now let's check our bot response. So I am typing hi.
Hi, this is Jarvis. How can I help you?
Jarvis responded. Now I am typing Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal Gallery, the Taj Mahal main building. The main gateway, Darwaza, to the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal Minaret. 82. Gallery. Taj Mahal. Eastern view in the morning. Taj Mahal in cloudy weather and its minaret under restoration. Western view at sunset. Taj Mahal through the fog. A panoramic view looking 360 degrees around the Taj Mahal in 2005. See also. References. Notes: detailed exterior design, Taj Mahal exterior with the minaret. Detail of plant motifs on Taj Mahal wall, base, dome, and minaret.
I am typing bye.
Nice meeting you.
And the loop breaks. So Jarvis responded and speaked well. You can add some more filters to want and abstract information that is too accurate and all such stuff, so you can add some more filters. And if I am going to make any modification in this code, definitely I am going to upload another series of it. So this was my first video, and I hope it was helpful for you all. And if you all find it helpful and like this video, then please press the like button and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon as well for notifications. Please subscribe my channel so that I can provide you more such stuff, and let's grow this learning family as bigger as possible. So probably the next video will be on coding sessions if possible. So subscribe my channel for more such stuff and stay tuned, and thanks for watching.